What's going on? Make sure you check out our new sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They pay cash for smartphones and tablets. Like and share their social media pages, Facebook and Instagram, and websites in the description for a chance to win an iPhone. What you waiting on? Hurry up and get that iPhone.
All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Blame it on Tom Business for sending me this interview, bro. Paulie Malignaggi. I only listened to half of it, right? But I listened to the part that I need to hear. 13 minutes long. I'm listening to it. Paulie Malignaggi says that the Eastern European is the dominant species in boxing. Okay, how did he get to that topic on IFL TV? And I'll link the interview in the description. I didn't need to hear what he talked about Wilder. This dude is a delusional. He is imposter when it comes to American boxing. All right, Paulie Malignaggi comes from the most racist part of Brooklyn, from what my understanding is. But hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, right? He says, at one point the Italians dominated boxing. The mob probably, dominated boxing as far as fixing fights. Yeah, we had, you had some good fighters, Willie Pep, Carmen Brasilio, some good white fighters. But I don't remember a time, when boxing integrated where Italians dominated the sport, topped the sport. Marky Marciano, Sonny Liston would have gave him a flayed with clippers without the guard on him. So I'm trying to figure out when you look at the top 10 greatest of all time, from a logical standpoint, you talk about Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Henry Armstrong, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard. You could say Roberto Duran in there, but he quit. We talk about the greatest fighters of all time, Jack Johnson, Sonny Liston, like I said, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman. We talk about the greatest fighters of all time in the lower weight classes, Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather Jr., Thomas Hearns. You know what I'm saying? Black speed, he's talking, we dominated the 80s and the 90s. Motherfucker, we dominated boxing from a whole. As soon as they started letting us box, we dominated it. How many times Jersey Joe Walcott took a dive versus a white fighter? Not trying to hear it. Gary Cooney got whooped on by Larry Holmes. So when you talk about the Italian fighter, let me know who. Marciano was a fraud. How many people that took a dive off a swimming board versus Marciano? And then he talking about the Eastern European dominate boxing today. Where? Lomachenko lost to a dude with 10 L's, 15 L's in Orlando Salido. Usyk just struggled with Chaz Weatherspoon, bro. He struggled with Chaz Weatherspoon. Nobody even know who Chaz Weatherspoon was. Victor Postal, he got beat up by Terrence Crawford. So where's the Mexican Russian? He gone. Eye injury. I forgot who whooped on him. He was struggling with Billy Dibbs. Gennady Golovkin is a fraud. So don't even talk about, Gennady Golovkin. Dmitry Bivol, fraud. He can't fucking fight for real. He a good fighter, but he ain't no dominant fighter. Sergey Kovalev, he got beat up by Andre Ward, the old Andre Ward at it, who moved up in weight. Arthur Beterbiev is the most dominant European fighter right now, and he far from the best fighter in the world as far as his accolades, and he older. You know what I'm saying? Who else? I mean, the Mexican fighters dominate more than the Eastern European fighters today. The Cubans dominate more than the Eastern European fighters today, from Luis Ortiz and Erislan de Lara, to Yudin Ugas, to Regan Diaz, to the dude that lost to the amateurs. Even though he lost to L, he can still be a really good guy. You know what I'm saying? You're talking Eastern European fighter. Bivol, come on. Who is this Eastern European guy he talking about? Because he said Eastern European, he not talking about the Gypsy King. He ain't talking about Tyson Fury. He not talking about Anthony Joshua. They from Britain. Eastern European is the Ukraine and Kazakhstan and stuff of that nature. And Tyson Fury on top, like he's scared of the drop. I get it. Great fighter. But he won in a lot of different fights. He won in a million. They don't dominate boxing right now. Get out of here. The best fighter in the world is either Terrence Crawford, who you talk to, or Canelo Alvarez. Neither one is Eastern European. Lomachenko, you talking about dominant, is getting dropped by Linares, losing to Salido, struggling with Jose Pedraza? Making Rigondeaux moving up 2 weight classes? That's what we talk about as far as dominant? Paulie is a delusional fuck. I'll tell you that right now. Paulie got short man complex. To talk about, even talk about dominant, you got beat up by Conor McGregor and his fucking henchmen. You got beat up and you made boxing look bad. And you talk about, oh, we know the black fighters. Man, we dominated the whole sport since we've been boxing. Look at the top 10 greatest fighters of all time. The predominantly probably 80% black fighters. What is he talking about? Right now, it's not 80% of the top 10 fighters are from Eastern Europe. No. What heavyweight Usyk beating for a title? Come on, Lomachenko lose to Teofimo Lopez, all that shit stopped. So who do you got? Who is he talking about as far as dominant? Roman Gonzalez, he from Nicaragua. If you talking about him, talking about the small guy, Danitez, whatever, Danitez with a Dani, whatever, not from Eastern Europe. Rivetes, he from Mexico. And Nuiwa, he from over there in Japan. So who is he talking about as far as dominant? When I look at probably the deepest division, is there an Eastern European at 154 pounds that's championship level? No. Not that I can think of off top. You go to 160, Golovkin not dominant. He just lost to Derevchenko. Now, Derevchenko, Eastern European fighter, but is he a dominant fighter? No. No way you could be dominant and you lost to Danny Jacobs. So, I don't know what he's talking about in his delusional mind. And what's so funny is, he was saying, oh, Devin Haney, he must have been talking about Luke Campbell when he made the white boy comment. He acting like people scared of Lomachenko, bro. Lomachenko dropped his belt. Lomachenko dropped the WBC belt to get elevated as franchise champion, not to fight Devin Haney. Well, Devin Haney, you know, he might have a little bit of problem with Luke Campbell. And, oh, come on, nobody worry about no Luke Campbell, bro. He can't beat Luke Campbell. He need to sit down. He act like he can't fathom that Devin Haney can beat Luke Campbell right now. Nah, that would be his best opponent, like Paulie said. I give him that. But come on, Luke Campbell lost to Vinny Mendy, bro. Far from anything that special. He trying to sit here like, oh, I don't understand. You know, he must have been talking about Luke Campbell. No, he wasn't. Shut the fuck up, Mark ass. Talking to Lomachenko. They act like Lomachenko, like fighters scared of Lomachenko, like he can walk on water and feed 1 billion people with a loaf of bread. Like, come on, man. Black people don't respect, and people come in. Well, I'm a black guy, and I'm a Lomachenko fan. I'll get your old Mr. Huxtable ass on. Ain't no real boxing fan believe Lomachenko is as good as they motherfuckers see him out to be. Not the ones that watched him fight Linares Pedraza and Orlando Salido. You can miss me with that. And we just keeping it 100. Talking about Eastern European is the dominant fighter. That motherfucker smoking crack. Black fighters been dominating. You go to the 50s, Ray Robinson. You know, you go to the 60s. And you can still talk about Ray Robinson, move some great fighters there as well. Sonny Liston did his thing. Floyd Patterson did his thing. You know, so, I mean, at the end of the day, these dudes try to twist some things, man. These motherfucking Eastern European are dominant. Fuck up out of here. Lomachenko can't even sell out an arena. So you can't even play from that road that he dominant as far as a pool. That's just what you're dealing with today. These dudes are straight idiots. Paulie is a straight idiot, bro. He just love to hear himself. Oh, he's a dominant. He's the most Eastern Europe dominant. Where they don't dominate shit. Who do they dominate? I'm trying to figure out who is he talking about. He talking as if Ray Robinson didn't exist. Jack Johnson didn't exist. Muhammad Ali didn't exist. Mike Tyson didn't exist. Lennox Lewis, he was black, from Jamaica, Canadian, whatever, didn't exist. He ain't from Eastern Europe. Where's they dominated? The UK got more top fighters than Eastern Europe right now. Talking Eastern European is a man, fuck up out of here. Man, fuck up out of here. He trying to say, oh, Luke Campbell. He basically wanted to say Luke Campbell can whoop Devin Haney. Put your money where your mouth is. Paulie is just, boy, Paulie, man, switch up on you like a nigga that got a gun in your head in the foxhole. Paulie, I peeped game last few years of Paulie. Paulie an insecure little midget. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Paulie, man, if I'm a black person, I wouldn't trust Paulie at all. Paulie come from a racist neighborhood in Brooklyn. I'm talking about the Eastern European. Where? When? Didn't James Toney beat that boy ass for the cruiserweight? Forget that dude's name. That's what I'm trying to figure out, but these dudes, man, these dudes are boxing, bro. These dudes are just, whew. It is what it is. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. If you get me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you can reach out to the email if you got business questions, inquiry, response to video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, description. One time for the one time we go.